Hi guys, welcome back to I'm a Biker and hope you're safe and we are still continuing our reviews, and right now we have the new BS6 Ready and Talk. We really like the first version, it was really a gem to ride, and now we have the BS6 version and there are a lot of changes that make it a little bit more interesting than before, and let's see what it's got to offer. So new in the BS6 version, well, first and foremost, the most important change according to me is the fuel injection. TVS call it race tuned fuel injection. I'll take you through how the fuel injection performs a little bit later in the video. And apart from that, you now have the hazard switch for the indicator as well. There are small changes. Of course, this is the race edition, so it gets the LED headlights up front, and then this beautiful color option, which has already been there, but definitely looks good. Interesting things apart from that is it's got an under-seat light, it's got an under-seat USB charger, and I personally like that it has got an engine kill switch and a pass switch for the headlight as well. So now when it comes to performance, the Ntorq has always been one of the best performing scooters in its segment. It's 125cc and it performs really well. It's quite peppy. The previous version we absolutely loved it. Now this version is fuel injected, the BS6 version. So how does it feel different? Well, on the carbureted version you had a little bit more initial, I would say, but it used to lose out steam as you go into the higher revs. It lose out steam, I do not mean in a bad way, because it still is one of the fastest scooters out there. But on the FI, what I've noticed is that initial is much more smoother now. It's much more progressive, but you have very strong mid-range now. So once you get going, after you cross about that 15-20 kilometers per hour mark, you have much more torque available to you, and even with the pillion, it really pulls ahead cleanly. And refinement levels are really good. There's no issues in that department, and we've been quite happy with how this scooter performs. So now when it comes to a scooter usage, it's primarily going to be used in the city, and in that way, I think the performance of this is really good, because even with the pillion, like I said, it does not feel laggy, because usually the 100cc, 125cc scooters, even with when you have a pillion, when you have a strong and heavy pillion, it sort of slows down and you feel that laggy nature of the throttle. But this does not feel that way. It still feels almost as peppy as a single rider usage. And when it comes to the cruising speeds, you can cruise at low speeds quite easily, and this scooter actually does real good speeds. I mean, we could easily clock speeds of 80 plus kilometers regularly without any issue, and I think for a scooter that is already a pretty decent speed. One more unique thing or quite interesting fact which I personally like is that it sounds absolutely great. When you open up the throttle, it sounds sporty, it sounds peppy, and not just for the rider, around you. It sounds quite loud, sounds sporty, and that's a nice feel to have, especially on a scooter, because we really miss that on a scooter, and most of the other scooters, actually all of them started sounding the same, and this is a much welcome difference. So now one of the big practical concerns of scooter, apart from its easy usability, is the mileage. So we have been riding pretty much in the city for most of the time, but due to its the smooth throttle and this awesome sounds, we've not exactly been riding it slow. But we're still quite impressed with it. We're getting a mileage anywhere above 40. I believe it's close to 43, 44. But that's pretty good. That's pretty good for a scooter in this capacity. So scooter usage is primarily about ease of use. And I'm happy to say that the Ntorq is quite fun to handle. And it feels really easy. And people say that, it is a bit heavy. And in fact, the BS6 version is about 1.8 kgs heavier, but you really don't notice all that weight. Okay, it looks maybe a little bit bulkier than the rest of the competition, but when you ride it, you don't feel any of that weight. It's very nimble in city thanks to those well rounded off and larger tires than the competition. It feels very nimble in city. It's very you can ride it around easily, and you can change direction easily. You can ride it slow and it's still nimble. You can ride it fast and it performs even better. It's much more easier to handle, and even with the pillion, the vehicle does not lose its dynamics. It still feels planted. It still feels easy to change direction and weave through traffic as you do in a scooter, and you enjoy life without the clutch. Actually, one issue I face with scooters because of my height is that my knees tend to come very close to the handlebars. So as you can see on the end top, I still have a lot of space for my knees. So when I'm turning, it doesn't really affect the handling in any way. So even in city traffic conditions and when I have to take those proper turns, and there's no issue with my legs coming in between. Yes, I wish the area between this was a little bit bigger, because competition has a little bit more space, and from a practicality point of view, you tend to load a lot of stuff here when you go to the supermarket, a quick run to the supermarket or something, or your bag in general. But otherwise, my primary issue is this, and that's not there on this scooter, and I'm quite happy, and it makes it riding it quite comfortable in the city. Now, when it comes to the suspensions part of it, well, it is not exactly hard. At the same time, it is not exactly soft as well. It's somewhere in between. The front is a bit more softer than what you're used to from certain other brands. So that feels nice. It soaks up bumps very well. The rear also not exactly soft, but not exactly too hard either. It feels comfortable. So on good roads and okayish roads and not so good roads, fine. On really bad roads, of course, the suspensions do not keep up. But of course, city usage mostly going to be on proper tarmac, so that should be fine. And it's got good enough ground clearance, not face any issues with ground clearance, and it avoids and it soaks up the basic bumps around and the speed breakers without any issues. So now when it comes to braking, I think the Ntorq is one of the best braking scooters out there, and with the disc brake at front, you really cannot ask for more. I mean, it's quite confidence inspiring, and you never really feel that you could want more braking. It stops quite fast. It feels very confident doing it as well. Of course, there is a drum brake version as well, which is priced a little bit cheaper than the disc brake version, obviously. So of course, like the previous generation of the Ntorq, this also has got the LCD display at front with the SmartX connectivity. I like the digital display. It shows a lot of information. Plus, you got your mobile connectivity, so you can have turn-by-turn navigation and call alerts as well coming up on the screen. And apart from that, talking about actual functionality of the LED headlights, well, if you've seen reviews on the I'm a Biker channel, you will know that I am not a huge fan of LED headlights. The Ntorq headlights are good enough for city usage, and what speeds this scooter is capable of. And coming to build quality, I think TVS has really upped their game in terms of build quality over the recent years, and the Ntorq is also quite a big statement to that. I cannot really find anything to complain about. Fit and finish is really good. So overall, I think the Ntorq is one of the best scooters out there, and very close to being the best 125cc scooter, and a lot of unique features. And most importantly, it feels extremely fun to ride and very confidence inspiring. And even though the BS6, there's not much changes in terms of power, as in it came down from 9.2 to 9.1, not a huge change. The fuel tank capacity is now up to about 5.8 liters, so that's a good thing. So that's what I think about it. Do let me know what you think about the Ntorq, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.